3 days after my husband died, I signed papers that erased 47 years of my life. And I didn't even cry. If you lose your husband or wife before you, please don't make the mistakes I did. Because grief doesn't just break your heart, it clouds your judgment. Robert and I were married for 47 years. We started with nothing. Our first apartment in Chicago was so small, the kitchen table touched the couch. But we were happy. We built everything together. 2 children, a paid-off mortgage, roses blooming every spring in the front yard. We thought we had time. Then one morning, he didn't wake up. No warning, no final words, no goodbye, just silence. The house didn't feel empty. It felt heavy, like the walls were holding their breath. The clock ticked louder than ever. The refrigerator hummed like a stranger. Even the sunlight felt different. By the second night, I couldn't sleep in our bed. It felt too big, too quiet, too permanent. That's when the advice started. Mom, you shouldn't stay here alone. It's too much house for you. You'll be safer in a condo. We should move quickly before the market changes. Everyone sounded practical, and I was exhausted, tired of crying, tired of silence, tired of walking past his empty chair. So 3 weeks after the funeral, I sold the house. 47 years of memories, reduced to signatures on paper. I told myself I was being strong, but I wasn't strong. I was running. Then came mistake number 2. I gave away his things, his jackets to Goodwill, his tools to the neighbor, even his favorite recliner. I thought if I removed the reminders, the pain would shrink. It didn't. It only made everything feel less like ours and more like nowhere. Mistake number 3, I handled the finances alone. Robert had always managed the money. A helpful advisor offered guidance. I didn't ask enough questions. I didn't understand everything I signed. Months later, when the market shifted, I lost more than I expected. But the money wasn't what broke me. It was this. I had no home left that smelled like him. No drawer filled with his handwriting. No garage with half-finished projects. I erased pieces of him because I couldn't handle missing him. And the worst mistake of all, I pretended I was fine. When friends called, I said, I'm okay. When my daughter asked if I felt lonely, no, I'm managing. But at night, I ate dinner in silence. I slept with the TV on just to hear another voice in the room. Grief doesn't disappear when you hide it. It waits, and it grows. 6 months later, I drove past our old house. The new owners had repainted it. The roses were gone. I sat in my car and cried harder than I did at the funeral. Because that was the moment I realized I had rushed through grief like it was something to fix. But grief isn't a problem. It's love with nowhere to go. So if your husband or wife passes before you, please hear this from someone who learned the hard way. Don't sell the house too quickly. Don't give everything away. Don't make big financial decisions alone. Don't isolate yourself. And don't pretend to be strong. Strength isn't silence. Strength is saying, I need time. I need help. I'm not okay today. I'm 78 now. I've rebuilt parts of my life. But if I could go back to that 3rd day after he died, I would sit in that quiet house. I would keep his chair. I would let the roses bloom one more season. And I would give myself permission to grieve slowly, because love that lasts 47 years doesn't belong in boxes after 3 weeks. If you're walking through this right now, I am so sorry. Take your time. Grief is not weakness. It is proof that you love deeply. And that kind of love is never a mistake.